So then the final product I'd love to know a little bit about, which I do know a lot of it about, being that I only wash my hair every 3 to 4 days, but dry shampoo. Tell us about dry shampoo.
Love it. Okay, so one of my favorite things about the dry shampoo is it's got this beautiful like rose sort of pink color. It's not white, it's not dark. It can be used on like any hair color. I have, you can see in my roots, you can see my roots are super dark. I do not get white cast with this. You can blend it
Oh,
right in.
so important.
It is pink. It's a neutral, right? And
Yeah.
for you having blonde hair, I don't think that it shows up as white on your hair
No,
either, and it
it
doesn't
doesn't.
go pink or like anything on your scalp. It's just like the perfect neutral color. It smells like our signature floral scent.
Which
And
is so beautiful.
yeah, and I mean, there's so many ways you can use it. Somebody actually just pointed out to me that how they've been using it is just to also help keep oil away from their face. Because if you have like an oily face or oily scalp and you want to make that separation and don't want your face to get oilier over the day, you can just use it like at your hairline and like put
Wow.
it in on your hairline just as that extra barrier of like not getting oily scalp, combining with the face oil you have on or your beauty balm on your face. Yeah.
Great
So if you've
tip.
got creme nouveau right to the edge of your face, you
Yeah,
can use a little of that just so that it doesn't, they don't go back and forth. So yeah.
that's awesome. And that is a concern a lot of people usually share with a darker hair is the dry shampoos are often that like bright white powder and they show up kind of like gray and ashy,
Yeah.
which is not desired. So it's
No.
lovely to have that. And then it also isn't just for extending the days between washing, it's actually for controlling oil.
Right. Exactly. Whoops. I got some on my face, but here you
And
can
it's
see.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I love that. So
Yeah.
dry shampoo is for anyone, right?
Anyone, any,
Anyone,
and
anytime.
yep, and it gives volume,
That's what I was
right?
going to ask too. Like I feel like it gives me a little volume, but then again, I don't know anything about hair really. I've learned so much today about hair. I'm so excited. But so even on the day that you just washed your hair, if you felt like you needed a little oomph, you could put a little dry shampoo in there.
Yeah. And actually, Damon told me that he likes to use the dry shampoo just to make his shampooing days last, to extend days between shampoo. So if he uses a little just to like keep like oil in place, he'll use that on clients so that it can keep your hairline less prone to building up with oil over time. And so you'll have to wash your hair less if you just use a little bit more every day or a little bit as you get from the beginning right to your hair washing day. It'll just keep your hair, I guess, in better or less oily if you have an oily scalp longer.
That's a great point. And I think we think, well, I don't have to do anything in between washes unless it's my hair starts looking terrible. But if you use it as a maintenance, and another thing, because it smells so beautiful, as you go day to day and oil and environment and everything builds up, you lose that freshly washed
Yes.
scent of your hair.
Yeah,
So if you can kind of refresh, almost
definitely.
like not perfuming, but scenting the scalp with that
Oh,
beautiful, like, signature citrus type scent, that's another added
I
benefit.
love that. It's so true. It's so true. You can just sprinkle a little in your hairbrush as well and just like brush your hair with it,
What a
right?
great idea.
Yeah.
See, that's why we're having this conversation for all these fun ideas. There's so many
Mhm.
ways to use all these. So, Diane, thank you so much for all of the information on dry shampoo and all the rest of the products. And if you have found that this was helpful for you, stay tuned for our next video, which is going to be all about the Guasha comb and the Hyaluronic Scalp Serum, which I'm so excited to share. So thank you so much, Diane,
Thank
and
you, Lacey. It
we
was
will see
really
you.
fun.